Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and this is hashtag Makers Creative Collab. I hope that you will go and check out the other creators that are listed in the description box below. I have a couple things to show you, so wait for the end, and I will show you what I've done so far in the October collab, which also, fits into today's. This journal I just made. My sister-in-law requested one for my niece who's a toddler. So I've glued this stuff down within an inch of its life, but I know it might not stay there forever. And I made a little handle here. So I used a little golden book. And what my sister-in-law requested was some coloring pages and pages for her to draw on. Because if there's paper, that little girl wants to grab a pencil, pen, whatever writing utensil she can, and make her mark. She's going to make a mark on this world, I'll tell you that right now. And I know she's probably going to... I keep trying to glue that down, and it keeps popping up. But, if she tears off the pieces of fabric, she tears off the pieces of fabric. So I've used, anywhere where I've printed something, I've used cardstock. So this is just... something I watercolored and then scanned it so I'd have it. So I thought the rainbow would be nice. And then there's a little bunny, since it's Bunny's ABCs, and I didn't have a pocket to put it in at the B's, or he was too big for that pocket. And then that's just a little piece of tissue paper, because I've got more tissue paper in the back, and I wanted to show her how she could do it. And that's just another digital that I've got. And then, she could draw here. Then there's a pocket here. Hopefully put some tags in. And then we've got the Bunny's ABCs. So we get alligator, airplane, and my nephew, who is a pilot, his name also starts with A, as does his fiance. So that's actually a picture of them. And then B, we've got barn and bear. And there's a pocket here. All right, I didn't realize the book had cats, and she had requested cats. But like in this pocket, what do I have in this pocket? Crayons. There we go. There's another C. And then there's the deer and the ducks. And I've got elephant over here and some dogs, some doggos. Yeah, they're not perfect. I didn't get all the lines off when I put them on. But she also wanted colorful and for her to be able to color. So I thought, what fun to just, I altered some free coloring pages and then backed them with some designs. Some of them, like this elephant, is like a boho paper that I'm working on. And then that I just added an overlay and combined a couple free coloring pages there and there. And okay, so when you're making your template, make sure you look at both sides of the paper before you cut it, or you might cut one of your tags. But that's there to remind me to make a new tag with a goose on it. And so this is, and I had the horse before, but she also asked for pictures of a horse. The ice creams, aren't they so cute? This is another one of my boho backgrounds that I'm working on. And then jellyfish and a jaguar. And then some of these I turned into pockets. I'm gonna have to put little notches so they know if it's on top. And I put more glue than you normally would for a pocket, so it's gonna be a more narrow pocket. But that way she can't easily rip them apart. And I used art glitter glue. And I didn't have any red in here. I was like, I need to get some red in there. So I got some red in there. And then we have lamb and monkey. They went in there backwards. But didn't have a choice because I already had the N and the O. The narwhals in the ocean. I stuck some numbers on there for N. And I left these. I didn't make that one a pocket because I was like, I need to leave some coloring pages. So I left those open. Then we've got a quilt and the quail and the robots. And this is totally glued together because this little handle I made, if all this glue comes off, it can still be a handle. Because I've tied it around in here, and then I didn't want her messing with it, so I just glued that whole page down. Got that cute little squirrel. And the seal. We've got Tigger, because I'm not selling it per se. I'm not selling it in my shop anyway. So I've, gotten away with some things like that. And a cute little unicorn and a violin. And my sister-in-law, but her name doesn't start with V, so she didn't get to get her. She used to play the violin. My other sister, The sister-in-law, I'm making this for her sister. I forgot to put in a W, but, you know, she can color something, or I might add something later. So this, and then the last signature is all mostly for drawing and coloring. It's just a bunch of heavy-duty pages that she can color on. And then this is just here for some color and also crinkle, because he doesn't love a little bit of crinkle. These were from an Eric Carlisle collage book that I found at thrift store. I mean, if she rips them out, it's not a big deal. And then where the signature is, I made pockets so that hopefully she won't mess with the strings and play with the strings. Plus the strings are pretty much glued on the outside too, because I covered it with fabric. And these parchment papers are like, I think they're like 32 pounds. But I got them at the thrift store. They were really big, so then I was able to make them, you know, longer to fit the page. So yeah, see, I did some fabric here which covers the strings. Then I have that, and then I wanted to make a little handle with this. And then most everybody in my family who I make a journal for gets a piece of lace from my wedding dress, and I wanted to cover up where the denim was showing under there, so I did that. And I've glued this on as well as I can. There's, I mean, even these, I made sure none were poking up. It's like I said, toddler. All right, and I promised you also that I would show you. Oh, did I mention that the theme this month was Dare to Draw? Now, if you remember, in October, I think that's enough. Oops, I made this journal for doodling. That was the things otherwise considered trash. And so I've got some doodling in here. I've got these flowers, and then I've kind of doodled that page. Done a little bit of doodling here. And so there's some random stuff too, like, I don't know if I was just like looking to see if I could find a pattern, and I was just kind of like making things from that. Just kind of, yeah, just I'm doing random patterns and stuff like that. Nothing on those pages yet. There's just a little bit of something there. You saw that when I put it together. This one doesn't really show much, but there's a little something there. That I just followed the lines, and this I was just kind of seeing what patterns were there. Same here, so it's pretty random. Well, I started that page. Just one little tiny doodle. This has got a pattern here, and I've just kind of followed the circulars there. Did some stuff up here. That was already there when I made the book. This, I think I'm going to finish whatever this shape is. I'm going to finish filling with those. And I added some paint to those flowers to make them yellow roses, and then I'll go over those lines again. And then there's these tulips and little bits on the outsides here and there that I've added, just random things. So I thought y'all might like to see that. Please check the description box in the bottom. That's where the rest of the playlist is. This is a hashtag Makers Creative Collab hosted by PM Artist Studio. If you haven't checked them out, why not? They're pretty great. They're fun to watch. They're really enjoyable. Yeah, I hope you'll go check them and everybody else out. It's just a really fun group. They have a Facebook group, Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists, on Facebook. I think I said Facebook. Now I'm rambling. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you enjoy the whole hop, and it's a pre-recorded hop. And I hope you have a delightful day. Love you.